Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you to my YouTube channel Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing a card reading for Capricorn, and this is for the week of the 18th through to the 24th. So sit back and relax. I hope you enjoy the reading, and just remember it is general reading. It's not going to fit with everyone's circumstances, but hopefully you'll be able to pick some pieces from it that do apply to your particular situation. And if not, you're always welcome to have a personal reading, and my details are in the description box below, along with the cards that I regularly use and some information about my book, The Power of Soul Loving. So let's get into your reading, Capricorn, for the week of the 18th through to the 24th. So Capricorn, we're going to do a reading for you, a weekly reading for the 18th through to the 24th of August. So we're just asking Spirit to let us know what is coming up in terms of energies for you in this week, what things you need to be aware of, Capricorn. Okay. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Let's get started. Beautiful. So Capricorn, things are shifting and changing for sure in your world at the moment. We've got the World card, which is fabulous. So things are changing. There's a new momentum, a new energy around you at the moment, a new direction and a new focus. So in many ways, the past is being left behind, but it's more about not so much the past, but rather where you're going and the sense of adventure and enlightenment and new beginnings, and the energy that sort of is exciting for you. It's got a lovely light energy. We've got the Page of Pentacles, so this is also a little bit like new beginnings. It's starting out, growing your coins, growing your money, but it's not just that. It's about your physical environment. It's about how things are morphing and changing. You're doing things that are new. Your focus and your attention is going to a new environment, a new place, or places with people. The energy, where your energy now is dwelling in a new place, away from where you have been. And this is okay. You're inviting this energy. You're testing the waters. You're exploring the space to see what this is and how things can grow. And you're kind of excited about the newness of this. So you're a little tentative, but at the same time excited. We've got the Ten of Pentacles, which says that there's a really beautiful feeling of new energy, abundance, focus on family, perhaps everything that's associated with social good times, connections with people, a sense of security, and that kind of feeling of being at home. This is where you are most relaxed and at one with yourself, is when you feel grounded and you're at home, whatever that feeling of home is for you. It could be a physical environment, it could be the people that you are hanging with, your tribe. It's that experience of everything kind of in flow in a way that makes sense to you. And of course, in case you hadn't already guessed it, the Sun card is just that beautiful happiness, lightness, illumination that's happening, all of this beautiful self-awareness and things just buzzing and vibing for you in a beautiful way. So this is all happening for you in this week of the 18th to the 24th. You're feeling lighthearted, on top of the world, which is brilliant. So balance is being restored back in your life, Capricorn. And about time. It's sort of feeling that you can be at peace and breathe, and that Spirit is watching over you, the angels are watching over you and saying it's okay, this is fine, you're on the right path, keep going. This is really beautiful. So whatever has felt out of balance is now being restored for you, which is really nice. Good to know. So, and I do feel that in many ways some burdens are being lifted, and there is a new perspective and a new shift, a new focus. Your energy has now gone somewhere that's more emotionally fulfilling for you, and it's changing the environment that you are in. There's definitely a change of physical environment. Everything around you feels different, feels new, and feels light. Thank you, Spirit. What else do we have for Capricorn? Right, I'm getting a sense of what has been and where you're moving towards now. So this is great. So this is the overall energy here. And then what's happening is that Spirit's showing me where you have been. Now you felt really on guard. You felt really like you've needed to defend yourself, or at least be in that space of having to stand your ground. It's an uncomfortable place to be in, but nevertheless that's what's happened, and you've done it well, and you've done it confidently, and it's been important to you. There has been sort of rapid communication coming in your way. I'm not saying it's negative or positive, but the Knight of Swords is rapid communication. Now, sometimes the Knight of Swords energy is lacking in discretion, can be a little bit bombastic, a little bit hard to hear, and not delivered terribly sensitively. So I feel like this is around you at the moment, and that's probably why you've felt a little bit on the defensive. I don't know whether there has been some urgency around this. Normally the Knight of Swords in communication is fast and furious. It's really like my way or the highway kind of energy. It's very sort of self-focused, but in any case there is a reason for the message, and I think it's important to focus on the message, not the messenger. And then we have the Four of Wands, which is you really desiring, and it's falling right underneath the Ten of Pentacles, which is all about family and abundance and feeling good. The Four of Wands is very, very similar. It's a desire to want to celebrate, to be at home, to have the security of home, to have the enjoyment of being with loved ones, family, friends, solid ground. And just taking steps towards creating that sense of security and enjoyment in your life, which is really important to you. Wherever things have been out of balance, it's so interesting that we have the Sun versus the Moon right underneath. So both of these cards, you are feeling very illuminated and happy on the surface of things. Your experience on most days is really, energy has been really uplifted. But we have the Moon, which is sort of like the other side of the coin, the flip side of that, where there are times that you felt really in the depth of your emotions and having to sort of feel into what your emotions are telling you, see what needs to be seen that often isn't seen in the light of day, and having to deal with that. And sometimes it can be quite overwhelming. So you've had the highs and you've had the lows, and you're processing all of that. It has been quite a washing machine kind of feel for you. But don't worry, remember the Temperance card is bringing this all back into balance for you, to restore balance so that you can feel at peace once again. And so interesting, we have both the World and the Wheel card. The Wheel card, of course, is letting us know that things are moving now, shifting into a new gear for you. Hopefully a step up in the right direction for you. The World card is really sort of taking a look at things from a different perspective, and again, rising above your current circumstances, seeing the bigger picture around things. Both of them indicate movement in this reading, moving forward, moving up and moving forward, which is really great. Wow. Great to see some stability is coming back in around your life. And even though we always get the lumps and bumps in life, the little things that trigger us and cause us to rethink, they're the little lessons, the prods in life. But overall, things are improving for you, Capricorn, which is good to know. What else do we have? Thank you, Spirit. Oh, beautiful. The Empress card. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? This is actually going to be good for you to know. So, you are the Empress. You are birthing something new in your life, and you're feeling like it's time. And gosh, it's a great metaphor, isn't it? But things have been brewing for a while underneath the surface, and now it's time to birth something new. And perhaps you've been feeling for a while that you're getting ready for something new in your life. I'm preparing for this. I mean, that's what pregnancy is all about, isn't it? It's preparing for the birth of a new baby. In many ways, you've been having something that was seeded within you, and an idea, a thought, a feeling, a project maybe, and now it's going to be, it's going to come to fruition. And this is what I'm sensing for your life, and that makes sense when we look at the World card and the wheel, that you are moving on to something new in your life, which is lovely. It also represents your energy in terms of you feeling very in tune with your energy, what it is that you want to create in life, what it is that you want to feel. So you're probably feeling more nurturing and motherly towards yourself and others that you are close to, hence the experience of the Ten of Pentacles and how you feel with your family and the importance that is for you, and feeling grounded, and the whole experience of what home means to you. And believe it or not, that's supposed to represent home. And what that means to you, celebrations around the home, people that you care about. This is sort of, you know, you are in your element as the Empress in this environment. Then underneath the Knight of Swords, where we had that sort of really sharp communication that comes through, it does represent a Tower moment, which means something's, the universe, the situation, whatever you want to call it, has come crashing down. In other words, there's a crisis moment. And as a result of the crisis moment, there are some ahas that come out of it, some learning, some transformation. So you can see the butterflies in here. Now, usually when the Tower moment happens, it's you know, it's a little uncomfortable, let's just say. It's not always pleasant. But then again, it's not always a disaster either, because what it means is that energies or the situation is shifting, and usually for the better. Okay, so usually we have a catalyst or a moment that happens, and as a result, things change. So this is a positive for you. Something definitely changes in your world, and that's going to be for the better. And so now this sense of starting again almost, and not surprising because we've got the birth of something new. So who knows? Does this Tower moment, is this the moment of it happening, right? Where something new is birthed. So it's definitely a shift in the energy. The Six of Pentacles lets us know that we are now in a phase of growing something new. And the importance of the give and the take and the reciprocity, always find that word hard to say. The equal exchange is important at this time. So I suppose it's about negotiations, give and take, not take, receive. You know, that lovely balance, which, you know, we have the card about temperance and balance. Temperance is also about patience with the process. So there's a focus on the equal give and receive here. This is going to mean something for different people. So in terms of a work situation, it may be, you know, negotiations with people around work matters, job, career, project, the importance of having, you know, this equal exchange and conversation and negotiations. In terms of a relationship, it may be the same, in that you're recognizing that your relationship is going to a new level, and something shifts to change all of this, and now you are practicing the art of equal exchange. You're putting everything on the table, discussing what needs to be discussed. And I say, whether it be personal or business, it does create a lot of activity, a lot of focus. And this is good. Use this as a positive. Whatever needs to be actioned, whatever needs to be put on the table, now's the time to do that. And to be selective about what it is that you action. It's not that you have to do everything at once. And sometimes we can put ourselves in overwhelm if we try to do that. But just take one of these wands at a time, consider these actions, and take one at a time to focus on. And that is a great step forward. Helps to reduce the overwhelm, which we have in the Moon card, which is you possibly feeling quite overwhelmed emotionally. So this is falling right underneath the Moon here. So just take things slowly. Make sure that you're giving your energy appropriately, balanced energy, give and receive, okay, to keep everything in alignment, so that you know that the focus, the important message here is about balance. And guess what? You do all of that and you listen to the guidance, you get victory. So it would seem to me that you do, and you take things slowly, easy does it. You process what's going on intelligently, you know, and you have victory. You manage to come out on top, and that's fabulous. Wow, good for you. I'm going to pull some cards from the Moon Oracle deck just to see what else is coming out for you. What is any more messages, please, Spirit, for Capricorn with this reading, 18th to 24th of August. A good read, a really good read. Thank you, Spirit. We have realization. Okay, let's see what the realization is. You're standing in a keyhole here, and you're having some massive awarenesses at the moment, which is beautiful. And I feel like this is part of the, pardon the pun, the key to you moving forward in a positive way and starting something new, which, you know, we know has come up several times in your reading. So let's take a look. The energy of the 3 as well is about new things. It's also about co-creating with the divine and listening to that divine intuition. Self-awareness, there you go. Self-awareness comes, with self-awareness comes realization. Knowledge is power. Self-examination of your role within a certain situation is very important at this time. So there is a lot of illumination happening here. So you are having to reassess, check in with yourself. The Moon card is about, see the white wolf and the dark wolf. This is the equal balance of where we give our energy to the positive and to the negative. There's the concept of balance in your reading is quite strong, and all of this requires you to be self-aware. Yes. Okay, I'll continue. When we decide to really examine our lives without fear or favour, it can be hard. This is no doubt an act of courage. We might not like what we discover. After all, yet without self-awareness, the will to act upon those realizations, whether we perceive them as positive or negative, we don't get to change and grow. So we have to have the self-awareness. We have to acknowledge what it is that we are realizing in order to grow, in order to be able to shift and change things. And it does take courage. It does take courage to take things on the chin, to be honest with ourselves, you know, to receive even harsh criticism or harsh communication. It's hard to swallow sometimes. However, you know, if we are prepared to take the message and not the energy of the messenger, then that's how we can have a good realization around something. The realization that we have a pattern, perhaps a bad habit or a behavior that's causing us pain, is a powerful position, even though we may feel worry and pain around the discovery. We can then take personal responsibility to change our situation. Since we know our current position. Knowing ourselves more completely enables us to accept ourselves more readily and to dare to love exactly who we are. Isn't that a lovely awareness? You know, if we can take on board the lessons and be willing to take on board, even if it feels a little bit painful, and the recognition that perhaps we have a pattern of behaviour that's not serving us well, now's a really good time to acknowledge that, because if you do, you end up being better for it in the end, okay? And we know that you want to have this experience. You want to have the illumination and the aha moment, because after all, at the end of the day, we all desire peace. We desire flow in our life. We don't want to have, you know, any of this defensive energy. When we strongly feel that we have to defend something, we often need to check in with our motives for defending. Is it because fear of rejection, fear of not looking good enough, or is there some other reason where you're standing for a cause? So there's always the flip side, the sun and the moon, to everything that we do. So when you are feeling yourself strongly in this resistant, standing your ground energy, just check in with yourself and ask yourself, what am I defending? Am I defending a bad habit or a negative perception, or just something that I continue to do and not see? Or are you defending something you feel very strongly about and for a positive reason? So it can be either or both, okay? But examine your reasons for doing something and examine your emotions, and that will help to reveal the truth to you. And if you manage to, you know, be honest with yourself, it takes you to a new level. You what are we saying? You step up, you upgrade. You upgrade to the next level of wisdom and awareness in your life, which is fantastic. Fantastic. And that's how we create positive change, and we're able to have a new experience in our life that changes us, you know, changes us permanently, really. Once you learn something, you can't unlearn it. And this is a positive, this is a good thing. And then you're on your way to creating fantastic things, even better things in your life, which is great. All right. I am going to pull just a couple of cards from the Angel Tarot deck to see if there's so many other awarenesses for you at this time, Capricorn, during this week. Thank you. 18th to the 24th of August. Thank you, Spirit. Is there anything else for? I'm sure there's loads of things. Never a dull moment in a reading, but only so many minutes in the day. Yes, we've got the World card. Thank you. We received that here. It's also an acknowledgement of a job well done, Capricorn. You are having the experience of a lot of joy and contentment at the moment, a lot of gratitude. You are definitely on the path to enlightenment at the moment. So good on you, Capricorn. You're having lots of awarenesses and you're applying that wisdom and knowledge, which is fabulous. Really great, really great. Anything else? Thank you, Spirit. So satisfying, hey? Right, we have the Five of Fire, yes, and now I'm just realising we're getting some repeating messages here. So during this week, there are going to be some situations where you've got competing goals with someone. There's a little bit of conflict with other people, and I kind of sense that around this Knight of Swords, where this sort of, you know, harsh communication comes through. And so this card lets us know that there's a few argy-bargy things going on, a little bit of conflict, but you know what, hey, you do manage to deal with that, so that's okay, and you're able to restore balance and everybody's happy once again. Okay, so everybody becomes happy once again, everybody's back on the same page, you know, and you're happy when there's balance restored and you're feeling like you're vibing with your tribe. You know what I mean. The Emperor energy. Okay, so I feel that you feel safest and most secure when you step into your Emperor energy, which is all about logic, discipline, being organized, feeling in control almost. The shadow side of that is over-controlling, but the positive side of this is when you restore balance and you come from a logic place and you're able to rationalize and problem solve in a positive way. Good on you. I guess this is just confirmation that you're on the right track, Capricorn. Things are going okay and you know how to handle stuff. I'm just going to see if there's anything else left over. Wisdom of Oracle. You know, every time I say that, I could just keep on going, but anyway. Sometimes I feel that there's still a message to come out. Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Okay, well, there we go. That wasn't too unexpected. So we have the Happy card. And do you notice how that there's another keyhole here? That's the second imagery of a keyhole. So this is at the egg. It's about new beginnings and you feeling a breath of fresh air and you just a new lease on life. Whatever it is that's happening for you, it may be personal, it may be business, it may be a combination of both, but something has shifted the energy within you, Capricorn. You are feeling different. It may be these awarenesses have helped you to step up and grow in a way that it's lifted a burden, and probably you have resolved a bit of a long-standing bad habit, which is all about perceptions and how we are so used to thinking about things, but you've kind of let it go and you're just like feeling like a kid. So the key is to let go, to release whatever it has been that you do repeatedly and messes you up in terms of your energy and causes you stress. Something happens that just has been that magic moment of you letting it go and it's an event, and you have the oh my God awareness, and as a result, you're feeling so great. You're feeling so great. So I love this. There's the 2 keyholes there. It's about your perception. It's about letting go of the past. So you're letting go of the darker energy and you're moving towards the lighter energy, because you are just going, I was going to swear, but you're going, yeah, I'm shifting all of that past energy stuff, that stuff you've been hanging on to. You're shifting it, flicking it aside, birthing something new in your life, and go, no, this is the new me, and you have victory. All right, okay. I will draw one last card. Looking for my deck. Here it is. I love these cards. The Spirit Messages deck. Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Capricorn. Very positive. Keep it up. Thank you, Spirit. What else for Capricorn? Gosh, a few of you have had this card. Receive. You are a kind and loving soul who constantly reaches out and gives to others, Capricorn. But now it's time for you to learn how to graciously receive. Just as with the ebb and flow of the tides, the art of giving and receiving is the natural law and order of the universe. So it really is like taking a step back, take your foot off the pedal, your hand off the wheel, and allow others to give to you. And enjoy that again, that equal exchange of the giving and receiving. It's so important in this reading for you, to learn the art of giving and receiving. So just to add to the flavour of that, I'll just quickly refer to the book for you. Yeah, this card is given to you from Spirit at this time because we see the love and strength and guidance you give to many, but it's long overdue that you allow others to give back to you. We know that you struggle with the art of receiving, even though life is one big continuous cycle of giving and receiving energy. But as a soul, you are an energetic being composed of an intelligent source of spiritual energy that guides you on your path toward happiness, prosperity, and well-being. So let others feel the joy in giving to you, Capricorn. The same happiness that you feel when you generously give to others, they need to feel that too when they're giving to you. That's the equal exchange we're talking about. And this is how we create balance in our life and balance for others. It teaches us both that it's important to give and to receive. So it may take a little bit of time for you to practice this, but it certainly is going to bring many blessings to you. And I feel that's one of the key messages in this reading for you, Capricorn. So Capricorn, that was your reading for the week of the 18th through the 24th. I hope you found it useful. It's all about a happy and victorious outcome at the end of the day, and certainly that core message that kept returning about making sure that you're coming from a place of balance, of giving and receiving. So good on you. Well done, Capricorn. And if you've liked this reading, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So you've got to click on that notification bell, and that way you'll be notified every time I post a video. You can also check out the playlists on my channel for the love readings and the monthly readings as well. All right, that's it from me. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye now.